to thank our premier sponsor today, which is SCORE. We'll be hearing from SCORE a little bit, an awesome mentor group, so thank you, SCORE. And thank you to all of our platinum members, West Rock, Synovus, the City of Smith Station, Buffalo Rock, PME Broadcasting, Alabama Power, Beam, WC Bradley, Russell County, Alabama, the City of Phoenix City, St. Francis Emory, Aflac, and Troy. Please a round of applause for all of our platinum members. We're going to be sending coffee around to you a little bit later today, but coffee today is provided by our friends at Buffalo Rock Pepsi. Thank you so much, Buffalo Rock. Next, I'd like to invite up someone from our business sponsor, which is from Freedom Farm Crossing. Would you please welcome Katie Clampett.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having us this morning. We always enjoy coming. I just want to give you just a really quick overview about Freedom Farm and what our mission is in this community. We are just a few years old, and our mission is to help children, families, young adults who are in a crisis situation. And so that looks a lot of different ways. One of our programs, called the Hope Project, serves 18 to 24-year-old young adults. And the best way that I can describe to you what that program does is, a couple of months ago, I got a call from the Valley Rescue Mission, which is a great partner of ours, but unfortunately, they're not able to take people under the age of 21. So she had a young girl who was pregnant, and her mom had brought her to the Valley Rescue and told them that she was kicking her out of the house, and she needed somewhere to go. And they obviously could not accept her, so they called us, and I talked to the mother, and she brought her to my office. And I had a young girl, pregnant, not knowing what she was going to do, never had a job, not very many life skills, found herself in a terrible situation, and in my office with people that she's never met before. Her mom looked at her and said, "I don't want you, and you can't live in my house." And this little girl, who had not said a word the whole time, looked at her mom with tears streaming down her face and said, "But you're my mom, and I need you." And her mom looked her dead in her face, and this is not a paraphrase, this is a direct quote, and said, "Well, I don't want you." And I don't know about you, but I didn't know how we were going to house this girl, where we were going to put her, what we were going to do, but I knew she wasn't leaving my office. Because I knew that her mom, if we told her no, her mom was going to drop her off on the side of the road. And I just refuse to live in a community where there are children, because they're still babies, at 18, 19. I just refuse to live in a community where babies are sleeping outside on the street. I just can't do it. And so I looked at my team and I said, "I don't know how we're going to do this, but we're going to do something." She obviously was very angry, newly pregnant, and was making very average grades in school, if not failing some of her classes. She just graduated valedictorian of her class. She is working. She's applying for college. And we are almost done with our first 3 tiny homes that have been under construction. And she's getting ready to move into her first home where she'll get to bring her baby home from hospital. I wish I could tell you that we did something really special. I'm a licensed social worker, and I wish I could tell you that I learned some magical formula in school that fixed this problem. But it's really just much simpler than that. All we really did was love her. That's really the crux of it. So I have more information if you're interested in hearing about what we're doing. I appreciate your time today. And please come and talk to us about how you can get involved. Thank you.
Thank you, Katie. This was awesome. Next, I'd like to ask Eric Anderson to come up from the Public Affairs Department and introduce our Soldier of the Month. Awesome.
Jesus the mic, Dave? Or not?
Absolutely.
Cool. Sure. Hey, good morning. My name is Eric Anderson. I do work for the New York Center of Excellence at Fort Benning Public Affairs Office. If you guys were here last month, we talked a little bit about our company name change. It's going to be called Fort Moore in honor of Hal and Julia Moore. One of the things Hal Moore did during his Army career is he tested parachutes. It was a radical new idea on how to deliver troops to the battlefield. First Sergeant Justin Michael Cheney here is a great partner to the Public Affairs Office and my team. Also is a First Sergeant of an airborne training company. So he is a direct lineage of that work that Hal Moore did way back when and trained a whole new generation of paratroopers. So please help me welcome First Sergeant Cheney.
Thanks for having me, guys. Food was good, and appreciate you guys' hospitality.
The East Alabama Chamber, all of these wonderful folks in this room and all of our members, thank you for your service. Thank you for what you do. We have a bag. It's got some goodies from some of our different members. We hope you enjoy it. Congratulations on being our Soldier of the Month. Thank you.
And thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, next, another business sponsor, Boy Scouts of America, Chattahoochee Council. Please welcome Juan DeSoria. Juan.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for having us. Normally, we get up here and talk a little bit about the Boy Scouts and what we do. And in short, we develop young men and women, our youth today, to be tomorrow's leaders by instilling in them character, leadership, and citizenship. And we do that with boys and girls from elementary all the way through high school. We have an event coming up to help advance our mission forward. It's a fun event. It's a clay tournament coming up in just a few weeks, about 4 or 5 weeks from now. At your table, there's a flyer that looks like this. And we're in the South. I know we all love to shoot. So if you want to come out and have a good day, it's a Friday, good excuse to get out of the office for a day on Friday and shoot some clay with your friends. Please come out and see us. There's also sponsorship opportunities for this event. We'll have about 100 to 150 shooters, 10 stations. The cost to participate as a shooter is $200, but that includes ammo. So you do not have to bring your own ammo. It includes the ammo is included. It's in Gate, Georgia, so it's a little bit of a drive, but it'll be a great day to spend with your friends and colleagues having some fun. If you have any questions, please come and see us. We're glad to answer some questions. If you work for the Boy Scouts, raise your hand. We have a few people here represented. We've got 3 of us, 4 of us. So if you want more information, please come and see us. Thank you very much.
Awesome. All right. So we have some brand new members with us today. So first off, do we have someone here? I know he's here because I've seen him. A&J Cafe this morning. Awesome. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Chef Anthony Pie Franklin.
Yes.
And he has the lovely Johnny Franklin with him. So A&J Cafe, a place for people to come eat good tasting, home-like cooked food. We serve chicken and fish and various sides, but our specialty is barbecue pecan ribs. Yummy. It's a place to come celebrate, dance, be entertained, relax, and enjoy being outside while eating and drinking near the Chattahoochee River. Ladies and gentlemen, A&J Cafe, please check them out. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Anyone here this morning to represent William Earl Stone Memorial VFW this morning? Awesome. Thank you, sir. Thank you for being here. 5228, Veteran Service Organization. Their mission to foster camaraderie among veterans of overseas conflicts, to serve our veterans, the military, and our communities, to advocate for all veterans. That's William Earl Stone Memorial VFW Post. Their kitchen is open from 5 to 9. They have a wonderful steak night. They're also open 5 until 10 in their kitchen. The actual post is open 7 days a week, and all guests are welcome. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for your membership, sir. We appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Jermaine Phillips. Jermaine Phillips here this morning from CPR by Phil. Jermaine? Awesome. Excellent. CPR by Phil LLC is a veteran-owned business, a professional provider of the American Heart Association, providing high-quality training and hands-on assessment to healthcare providers and general public. Please, a round of applause for CPR by Phil LLC. Anyone here this morning from Kind Care Services? Kind Care Services? Awesome. Welcome. In the back of the room. Love it. Kind Care Services was founded by Lakiva Holsey, MSW, who has been in the healthcare industry since 2014. With the knowledge and experience she has acquired over the years with elderly and disabled individuals, she was able to build an agency created to assist with the personal care needs of each individual to increase healthiness during difficult circumstances. The goal of Kind Care is to assure the safety, comfort, and well-being of our clients while allowing them to live freely with the maximum quality of life. Kind Care helps clients to maintain independence by providing aid in their daily activities and catering to their unique personal needs to better navigate life. Kiva Holsey and Kind Care Services, thank you so much. Do we have any here, one here this morning from WOW? I love saying that, WOW. Anybody here this morning? Tina Gann is, she was actually at our last business after hours, but WOW Business provides communication services backed by 20 plus years of experience and responsive local customer and technical support. They tailor their scalable solutions to each organization's specific needs, whether it's a small business or a multi-site enterprise. When you partner with WOW Business, you'll experience a level of service you might not expect from your communications provider. From our locally based support teams to our reliable, cost-effective services, we're a different type of carrier, and it shows. Get connected and stay connected with WOW Business. They offer business internet, fiber flex, business Wi-Fi, Ethernet, business voice hosted VoIP, business TV, and cloud services. Please, a round of applause for WOW. Anyone here this morning from Divine Dinners? Divinely delicious. Welcome. Divine Dinners, they provide for your culinary needs. If you need to learn how to cook, they have classes for kids and adults. If you need an event catered, we can provide anything from boxed lunches to full buffet, company, home, dinner party, wedding, etc. You name it, they got it. If you need an appetizer or dessert, call Divine Dinners for prepared pickup that they'll have ready for you. Chef Lori Copper, is that you? Awesome. Welcome. Thank you so much. Divine Dinners, ladies and gentlemen. Please a round of applause. All these great new members. Here's our final one for this morning, Aboriginal Weapons and Tactics. We specialize in self-defense, situational awareness, and personal protection, including gun safety and firearms training. We offer classroom-only training for those not interested in shooting, online training, and training for local businesses. Also offering lunch and learn services. Whether you own a gun or not, knowledge is key. No need to go to the range to get trained. You can just call our friend Mo Jackson and Aboriginal Weapons and Tactics. Thank you so much for your membership. Thanks for being here. This is what we do. Now, who needs some coffee? Our coffee pouring sponsor, well, you see on the sign where it says your logo. We would love to have you help pour the coffee, but I think we're going to get Dennis and some of our ambassadors to help us out this morning. But this is a great opportunity to spotlight your business. We do it twice during every business, and if you'd like to have your business be our next coffee pouring sponsor, just see Dennis or anybody will get you hooked up. Show of hands for anybody that needs some coffee, some orange juice, a bottle of water coming around as well. If anybody needs something, show of hands. Meanwhile, we'll keep moving on. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our president and CEO of the East Alabama Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Dennis Bisson.
Everybody, I'm under a lot of pressure. My colleagues in the chamber world are here, so I have to act like I like everybody. Kidding. And thank you for those that I had to pay to come to make sure it looked like a full room when they showed up too. Not true at all. What a great crowd. Guess what? Way back when, 5 years ago when I came here, the first breakfast that we did had about 20 people at it. And at the time, they said, boy, that was a good turnout. I said, no, that's not a good turnout for me. I want to get to at least 100 people. Well, guess what? We had 97 registered today, and I know about 5 people showed up that didn't register, so give yourselves a hand. Power of the chamber, power of networking. This is what it's all about. Kind of getting back to the roots and figuring out how we can make our businesses grow. And they're going to grow through connections with other chamber members. Now, there's a little flyer on your table, and literally those people are pulling a fire truck. And we did it last year, and we're going to do it again this year. So we have a fire truck pull. And this is a fundraiser for our Chamber Foundation. So we have a 501c3 foundation attached to our Chamber. And the three primary focuses that we do with our Chamber Foundation are micro grants for entrepreneurial startups. We also do Young Citizen Award support, where we help with the high school scholarship programs. I'd like Melissa and Denise to please stand up for a second and wave to the crowd, please. They're both backing up. Those two have been the catalyst, and a lot of other people, but these two have been really pushing scholarships for our high school kids. So last week, we once again gave away 6 $1,300 scholarships and 6 $400 scholarships. And now in the last 5 years, we've given away over $75,000 in scholarships, mostly on the backs of these folks that give up their time to do it. But that's also part of what the foundation supports. And then lastly, our community development projects. Some of the big ones that we've done in the past are replacing all of the benches on the Riverwalk. We replaced 12 benches on the Riverwalk. We helped install some benches out at Smith Station. And we also do a thing with our veterans. We have veteran banners, and if you are a veteran, you know a veteran, even if you're an active military person, if you've served 1 day of government service, you're technically a veteran. So we sell our banners at a very reasonable price. It's $125 for the first banner, and a duplicate banner that you can take home is only $50 extra. We don't recharge you every year. We charge you until essentially they wear out. We put them up near the Riverwalk. We put them up at Smith Station. Chance Corbin and I are going to figure out how to get them out in Crawford. Rod Costello and I are going to figure out how to get them out in Fort Mitchell. And we're going to really show that this is a military community. So that's what our Chamber Foundation does. And I need your help. If you do not want to actually physically pull, we have sponsorships on the back. So you can help with the sponsorship, or you can pull. But how many people in this room participated last year in it? And my gosh, it was a lot of fun. We had about 12 teams. Scott showed up reluctantly. And then once they got done with the first one, we then told them, okay, you got to do it again, see if you can beat your time. So the winning time last year ended up being about 8 seconds to pull the thing, and it was the last team of the day. There's some bitter folks over at Beam, because they had the thing going all day, and the last team came in and knocked them off. It's a great day. It's on the 19th of May, and it's right out in front of Troy University. It's a great team building exercise, and even if you're not pulling, show up. We'll have food available for sale for those that are not participating, and those that are participating, you get your meal as part of the event. So please take a look at this. Talk to Edith, talk to Jamela, and myself, and we'll be glad to set you up. So once again, thank you for your membership, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great day. Back to you, Dave.
If this is your first time being at a breakfast, would you please raise your hand? First time being at one of our breakfasts, just hold it up for a second. Awesome, look at all these first timers. So we're about to do the Power of 5 networking. For the next 5 minutes, this is where you get your business cards out. I want you to the key here is to try to introduce yourself to as many different folks as you can. Premier sponsor from SCORE. Please put your hands together for Marv Lieberman.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm sure many of you were here about a year ago when I was the keynote speaker, went into depth about SCORE. I will keep it very simply. I have a very crowded program this morning. We are the nation's largest volunteer program providing free mentoring services to small businesses and people who would like to start a small business. We provide absolutely free one-on-one mentoring. We do workshops. We have a tremendous website available with all kinds of information. On your table, you'll find a sheet that looks like this that talks about SCORE. You'll find my business cards. We are always looking for volunteers. The East Alabama Chamber's been very good for us. We've gotten several volunteers from here. And even though we're called the Columbus chapter of SCORE, we actually cover not only all of Southwest Georgia, but all of Eastern Alabama, including Auburn and Opelika, and I look forward to meeting the people that are here from Auburn and Opelika. We are always looking for volunteers. Many of you have started your own businesses. You know what it's like. We ask you to help us give back to those that would like to be in that same position. There are no specific requirements to be a volunteer. It's mainly you sharing what you've been through and what it takes to be successful. It is very rewarding when we can help someone start a new business. It's also rewarding when we can help somebody not make a mistake and not go into a business that has no chance of being successful. So my information is there. If you know somebody that's looking for our services, simply go to score.org and you can ask for a mentor there. But the main reason I'm here is to ask you to volunteer with SCORE. We got several volunteers the last time I spoke. I hope we can be as successful today. I'd also like to introduce Kirk Harriet, who will be taking my place in October as the chair of our chapter. And we look forward to many more sessions with the East Alabama Chamber. If you are interested in volunteering or learning more about our services, please come up and talk to either Kirk or I after the meeting. Thanks.
Awesome.
So glad to be over here. Y'all get up early. I am on Central Time, so this morning was very early. But I am Allie Rauch. I am the president and CEO of the Opelika Chamber, and I am nearing 3 years that I have been serving in this role. And before that, I worked with a brand called Chicken Salad Chick and was their director of marketing. Helped open up about 160 restaurants with them prior to taking on my role here at the Chamber. And so marketing is my area of expertise, but my community is my passion. I love Opelika, and I'm thrilled and grateful to be able to represent my community and hopefully make the businesses in our community stronger little by little every day. If you're not super familiar with Opelika and all the great things it has to offer, we've got a population of about 32,000. We are proud to be home of Tigertown, Botanic, and Destination Pickleball. We do have the largest number of covered pickleball courts in the country, and we're very proud of that. And it is, if you haven't played, it's actually very fun, but it's also a big economic booster for us as well. So we are really working hard at making sure that Opelika is known as Destination Pickleball. We also have a really robust industrial park that we have really diverse employers in that industrial park. So everything from biomedical manufacturing to food service manufacturing. Just yesterday I was in Golden State Foods, which is a hamburger manufacturer for the wonderful brand McDonald's. They make 4.2 million hamburgers a day in a week. And they service 500 McDonald's throughout the Southeast. So our community has spent a lot of time diversifying that industry after being a mill town that didn't have a lot of other things, learned some lessons that we've got to be able to make sure that if we're going to thrive as a community, we've got to have a lot of different opportunities for people to work and do good work and enjoy their life. So I'm proud to be representing not only the business community, but we're really focused as strengthening our community as the champion for business. So that's really what the Opelika Chamber does. We have about 950 members that are a part of our organization, everything from those businesses I mentioned to realtors to a few of you that are in the room. We've got Lou with, let's see, A Simple Business Solution. Lou's the man. He's helped us with some marketing events and things. So we are, of course, the sister city to Auburn, which you're going to learn from Anna in just a bit. But we work to advocate for our businesses. That's one of our big priorities that we work on. We just last week advocated for our businesses to finally, and I mean finally, get the brunch bill passed in our community, and so that means that people can now enjoy a mimosa at 10 a.m. instead of waiting until noon. So let's be celebrating that. I have been quoted in the back of City Council before for shouting, "They just want to serve mimosas." And that was, I regret doing that because I got quoted in the paper for it. But still, it's just mimosas, people. So we do advocate for things like that that allow us to give a bigger voice than just a single business trying to get something to happen. We just partnered with the East Alabama Chamber, so thank you, Dennis, and all of you. You may have filled out the survey that we asked you to fill out regarding public policy issues. So we just published our first public policy agenda for the upcoming year. So we're in session right now, and we learned that our business community cares about 3 key things. They care about workforce and education, transportation, and taxes. And so we built our public policy agenda focused on those 3 things. We've distributed it to all of our state legislators so they know that the 30,000 people or more that we represent here in East Alabama, they care about those 3 things, and we've kind of given them a direction of what is important for us. So we love to work together when we can to make sure that our business community has a stronger voice. And so advocacy is one of those key things that we work on. We also, if I had to say like one key thing that is the top priority for us, is bridge building. So that might sound silly, but to me it's one of our core values. Building bridges is that act of being able to help you as a member turn a contact into a contract, to truly have a tangible result, you know, dollars in your pocket as a result of a contact that you have made through the Opelika Chamber. And so we do that through a lot of networking opportunities, a lot of events that we put on. We put on 181 events last year, so we stay very, very busy. We launched a new event called Food Truck Friday that has been wildly successful for our downtown businesses, and really for the community in general, because it's a fun environment, and people, you know, we launched it February of 2021, post-COVID, and people were just dying to get out of the house and have a reason for community. And so that has continued to be successful. We think this upcoming one on April 21st is going to be a madhouse, because March is a long month, and it has been 5 weeks since our last Food Truck Friday, and they are dying for it. So we love doing things like that. We also put on a reach campaign each year, and that's the one time of year where we actually connect to our business community and say, you know, who is your target market? How can we help you market to those people? And so every event that we put on is able to be sponsored, and we do that through our reach campaign. So other things that we have going on, we're in the process of what I would consider a transition from being a transactional chamber to a transformational chamber. So we've been around for 82 years. We have a long legacy of doing great work, but the traditional way of a chamber of, you know, let me join my membership, you get a ribbon cutting, and that might be just about it. We really want to start actually focusing on much bigger challenges facing our community so that we can make sure that Opelika and the East Alabama area is prepared for the next 20 years. And so we launched a campaign last year called Forward Opelika, and that was a strategic and community economic development initiative to raise almost $2.8 million to enable us to do that. So first thing that we're doing with that is the renovation of a new facility. And so the city was kind enough to provide us an old library that was recently emptied that needs a massive amount of work. But, you know, we didn't have to pay for the building, so that's a plus. But we do have to pay for that renovation. And so we've raised about $2.6 million over the last year to enable us to transition that building into the home of our new offices, a meeting space similar to this. We'll have the first ever Lee County Visitor Center will be there as well. Auburn Opelika Tourism offices will be in there, and we'll also be having a business incubator and a training space that is available for our members, but also to launch an entrepreneur education program. And so similar to SCORE and what they do to try and offer mentorship, that's what we're looking forward to do. As entrepreneurs, you guys like to do what you do. You started your business because you're passionate about that specific thing, but maybe you're not very good at or passionate about HR or you don't understand how to read a P&L and make your business more profitable, or how to properly price your goods and services. And so we're building out an entrepreneur training program to help our community. And that's something that, it's not just going to be confined to the walls of Opelika. We want to help this region because, college is maybe not the right choice for someone that's an entrepreneur, but they do still need hyper-focused training on key issues to make their business more profitable. And so that's one of the key things that we're going to execute as a part of our Forward Opelika campaign. And the second thing is that we're actually going to hire a director of workforce development because we have about between 1,300 and 1,500 open jobs in our community right now. And you all need help. I mean, I'm sure you are in a hiring challenge right now as well. So we're going to hire someone that's going to help be hyper-focused on filling those jobs in our community. And we're doing that through our Forward Opelika campaign. And so we're going to start tackling those bigger issues so that, again, Opelika is ready for the next 20 years. When you listen to Anna in a few minutes, you'll learn that we hear this saying a lot in the chamber world: you've seen one chamber, you've seen one chamber. We are all different. Each community is different, each municipality that we partner with is different, and so chambers are different in each community. And there's a lot of value to being a part of numerous chambers. It's very common, I think about 40% of our membership is also a member of the Auburn Chamber as well, and so we've got a lot of overlap because we are so close. But I do programs that are different than what Anna and her team do, and we both bring different values, but also different relationships. So as if you are looking around the room and thinking, okay, I'm trying to strategically expand in the Auburn Opelika area, we are that door open for you. We are the people that can help you build relationships and help you establish yourself within our communities. And so that's really what we want you to, encourage you to think about and learn about what we're doing. Whether you want to be a part of it, to market your business. I know there are different benefits that come with each chamber. For example, we offer about $1,000 in free advertising when you do join the chamber. Half of that is through a matching program, but the rest is free advertising to help you establish yourself from a marketing perspective in Opelika. And so there's a quick return on your investment, but then there's a long return on your investment as well if you choose to get involved. And so I just am happy to be here, excited to share a little bit more about the Opelika Chamber, happy to field any questions when we're done, but also hang around. We have another breakfast event happening shortly, so I know I've got a couple of people in the crowd that are heading to Opelika as soon as we wrap up here to come to our Connect Over coffee. So thank you for having me. Thank you guys for what you're doing, for being active and engaged. Congratulations, Dennis. This is awesome. Great attendance. To be so focused and to focus on growth and make sure that you're serving your business community is certainly worthy of applause. So let's give Dennis a big round of applause for all of this. So with that, I would love to welcome Ms. Anna Hovey from the Auburn Chamber of Commerce to tell you more about them. Woo.
It is a delight to be here, and like Allie said, it is a little earlier for us, and I'm glad I already had 2 cups of coffee before I got here. You guys have so much energy, and it's awesome to see. I had a lot of things that I planned to say, but after meeting just a few of you, not even just in the 5 plus 7 minute, I guess 7 minute networking opportunity, right out of the gate I met people that were excited about the work that you're doing and eager to expand. And Allie made some really valid points that I want to drive home too, that it is worth exploring membership in multiple areas, in the areas where you want to do business. And we do open doors, but more than anything, it's about relationships. And I am very fortunate, just like Allie, and I'm sure Dennis feels this way too, to serve in the role that I do for the Auburn Chamber. I actually grew up in Auburn and graduated from Auburn High School and Auburn University, and my husband is Lee County native also, and so we find it a privilege to be able to serve the community that poured into us and made us who we are today. And so those relationships that we built our entire lives are ones that we're expanding now, and we certainly try to utilize those relationships to make bigger connections and stronger connections for our members. And like Allie mentioned, our membership is made up of a lot of different types of businesses, but also nonprofits and individuals, retired people, so many different types of memberships that we try to service. And so trying to be something to all those people is a challenge, but it's one that we try our best to seize that opportunity to be something to all of those people. And as I was sitting and talking, or standing and talking to some of you, I heard you say what you're doing here, and it's amazing to hear your businesses are expanding. You are doing the work, but you're also engaged in this chamber. And so thank you for spending your day, starting your day here. All those new members, I think out of all the members that you listed for the month, almost all of them are represented here. So to you that you're brand new, way to go for coming here today and starting off your chamber membership, being engaged. And that's part of it. I was speaking to one of your ambassadors, Dennis, who was on fire, so great job with that. But she was talking about how it does matter to get engaged and get involved. And so thank you for contributing to your business by being here today, because that's half the battle, I think. And so some of what we do at the Auburn Chamber is very similar to what Allie said. I'm sure it's similar to what you all do. Business after hours, ribbon cuttings, ground breakings, leads to business events and that sort of thing. Those are similar and those work well all over the country, so why reinvent the wheel? But then we also try to find ways to engage otherwise. So we have a pretty, thankfully, successful young professionals program. We really believe that, pouring into the new talent and professionals that are starting in the marketplace is our future. And if we don't get engaged with them at an early age, who knows what's going to happen later on. And so we're thankful for our Young Professionals program that has about 200 members at the moment that are 21 to 40 and are part of our membership at large. And they have their own, kind of set of 2 to 3 events per month that's like their own mini chamber in addition to what we do as a chamber at large. But we try really hard and are trying to focus on the same kind of issues that I'm sure that you all do with workforce development. We feel like education at a young age is an opportunity where we can maybe speak some life and practical information into what students need to hear younger than when they're about to graduate from high school, and try to infuse or inspire ways for them to what their next steps are after high school. And it might not be Auburn University, or it might not be any of the junior colleges that are nearby. It may be, and that's fantastic. We have great pathways to those places, but there's so many awesome businesses that are in our community that are looking for people who are interested in what they do. And it's our pleasure to connect them, and we try at a young age. So we serve with the city schools to try to provide that inspiration. And so that's another opportunity for us to kind of work to strengthen those relationships. I do want to say too, our chamber tries really hard. I know the two of them have partnered on public policy together. We too feel like it's important to provide information on what's happening at a local level. I'm at every city council and planning commission meeting so that I can try to be a resource to our membership for what's going on in our city, but also our state and federal delegation. We have really excellent relationships with them, and they appreciate the work that small business does. And so I encourage you too to make those relationships with those people that represent you. I have a little inside track because my husband is a state senator now and represents part of our community, and he has a small business background. He and I both were members of our diplomat program, which is what you all have as an ambassador program, but we found it very valuable to get involved in our chamber because the chamber was doing work in our community. And that's how a lot of people take advantage of making an impact. And I think it's amazing that y'all have the project with the pulling of the fire truck. That's daunting also. Just the act of that, not even worrying about the fundraising part of it. But it's such an opportunity that the chamber has to take advantage of making an impact in your community. And it's it's not a good old boy network, it's the opportunity for us to leverage our businesses together and make an impact in a larger way. And so that looks different in every community, but it's the act of working together to make that impact that's a big deal. So thank you all for doing that too. I feel like there was so much great things, many great things that were said, that I just want to encourage you to continue doing those things, because it matters to me that our chamber members do that. So I know it matters to you all that you find partners that can work together to make an impact. And we're bigger and stronger as a group than we are trying to do it individually. I feel like I could go on and on about the wonderful things that are happening in Auburn, and certainly want to echo what Allie said. I want to invite all of you to join the Auburn Chamber. I want you to feel like we can help partner with you, just like Allie can partner with you as well in Opelika. But we do want to make sure that you understand it is a partnership, and it is something that we don't take lightly, that we have a relationship with you, and we want to take the time to learn what makes your business what your business is, because you're successful on your own. I know you don't need the chamber necessarily to carry on that success, but we want to be a part of what you're doing so that we can refer you to our connections and the people that are part of our organization. So when you're out doing the good work that you're doing, know that your chamber is working for you, whether you're in an event or not, and that's part of what we do and what we take pleasure in doing every day. And I know that there are probably some opportunities for questions, so if anybody has any questions, I'll let Allie answer them all, or I'll be happy to answer them too. But we just appreciate the opportunity to be here today.
Thank you. We're going to do some individual questions after.
Oh, great.
So, also, if you have questions, go up and see the ladies, and they're going to be here for a minute at least.
Would y'all please give them another round of applause? All right, let's see if we can have our magic match number.
Okay, this is a 50-50 drawing.
This is also something
We need an actual sponsor for the next one, but if you do hit the magic match number, if you've forgotten what that is, if you bought raffle tickets and you actually hit your last number and you win, you get a bonus $50 gift certificate to a chamber member. So, exciting.
$65 gift certificate.
$65. And the magic match number is, we need to figure that out. I need you to tell me a number between 1 and 10. Okay, I have the magic match number.
All right.
She has to say it out
The
loud.
magic match number is 7. 7.
That's a good number.
Magic match number. And the winner is...
Dun, dun, dun.
Who's got a 7 in their last digit, by the way?
Dun, dun, dun.
Judy. Oh, yeah, quite a few. Okay, almost everybody that bought a ticket did. Not the first number, it's the last number.
All right, so the numbers are 8, 5, 4, 6, 5, 1.
I got it.
All right, right here, we got a winner, $65. The Pink Zebra Moving Company, if you need to move, look for the pink. Right? Okay, we're going to give away a bunch of prizes. So,
While you're going through those prizes, I'd like to give a shout out to Chris Lamons and the Board of Realtors.
yeah.
Thank you so much for letting us use this awesome facility. And as you can see, this is a wonderful facility to have your next event. So if you're interested, see that guy right there in the back, Chris Lamons. And this would be the place. So thank you, Chris.
Just hopefully that's enough. But you never know. All right, we got some nice mugs with candy and stuff from East Alabama Advertising.
First one goes to Mo Jackson.
Right, all right. She also teaches Latin dancing too, by the way. She teaches Latin.
Second one goes to Brian Denny from Vector Plot.
And a nice Vector Ply hat. That's a nice segue.
That goes to Amanda Norris.
Amanda Norris. Hey, all right, Amanda. CVCC mug.
Juan Osorio.
Yeah.
Next item goes to Kay Adamson with Coyote Benefits.
A wonderful surprise.
Spring clean. Smell good? Okay, wait a minute. What are we going with first? We're holding up Van White and your prize.
I'm up front.
Katie Clampett from Freedom Farm.
Yay! I can't wait to find out what's inside.
Open it.
Open it.
All right, let's see. Nancy Jones from American Legion.
All right.
Oh.
Take it back there. You guys see, we got 3 nice little, notebooks
Those are
type
very
of things.
nice.
Very nice from River City Door.
Caroline, is it Caroline or Carolyn Phillips from Baker Block?
Caroline, I saw her. There she is. By the way, Caroline is a graduate of our leadership program from last year. Yes. And our leadership class is almost ready to be finished. They just did a wonderful project yesterday for Mother Mary Mission. Our leadership class did a whole renovation of the outside with beautiful plants and stuff. Great job, team.
Next prize goes to Matthew Sprouse from Landscape Lab.
Matt and Peyton, stand up for a second. Matt and Peyton are our young professional leaders right now. What day?
April 20th.
April 20th. Stop out and have some lunch.
Open house.
Open house. Come out and meet some young professionals.
Next item goes to Dan German from Columbus Monument.
Hey, all right. Columbus Monument does our bricks too, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. These are barbecue type things. And Mike wanted me to throw in a pitch for his business. Mike Miner, where are you? There he is. He told me something earlier, and I'm sorry, I don't remember. But they're great people. He was my very first membership sign-up, Mike Miner, when I got here 5 years ago. Thank you, Mike.
All right, that goes to Gene Smith from Sunshine Banner.
Yay! All right, Gene. Gene, dance machine.
We got another one? Deborah Taylor from Alatrade.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like this.
Two passes from Culver's.
Yeah, you and a friend.
That goes to my friend Chris Lemons from East Alabama Board Building.
There's 2 passes there. You and a friend.
All right, that looks pretty cool from Troy University, and he goes to Patrick Foles from River City Pressure Washing.
Yeah. How many you got left?
Those are the tickets. I got the cards here.
Oh.
All right, let's see. This looks like Dwayne Coleman,
Who's it from?
CBMA.
Hey, who gave this to us? Who gave this cool thing to us?
It looks like beans.
Beam did? Thank you, Beam. It's a great little gift here. Thank you, Beam.
Farmers Insurance hat goes to...
Not that person.
This is a big card. Mary Cook from Another Time Around for Seniors.
Right there, all right.
Tickets. Do we want to do these as 2 pairs?
No,
4?
no, everybody's ready to go.
4 tickets?
4 tickets.
4 tickets. 4-pack.
To what game and when?
To what game and when? Well, it's Saturday's game, which is the last official home game for the River Dragons
It is.
for this season. Just want to say that.
Columbus River Dragons hockey, regular season.
Goes to a neat card. Richard Ralph from Pink.
You got money, you got the money, and you got the
All right, some of the events we got coming up, you can see on the screen. Please make sure you join us for our Young Professionals Open House April 20th. Our next business after hours is going to be a real fun one at Kathy Powell State Farm on Somerville Road. It'll be April 25th. And our next Chamber 101 will be at the Chamber office on May 5th. So please, if you have questions about any of these, see Dennis or any of the crew there. Thanks again to all our sponsors. Please put your hands together for SCORE.